enhance consoles, revenue property tax, adaptive valuation-based property tax formulas, case mapping, and digital payment platforms to improve compliance and reduce leakage. Non-tax revenue such as user changes charges for water sanitation and waste management to ensure cost recovery. Okay, use technology and public cameras to improve free collection. Okay, timely transfer, direct predictable transfer from state governments based on a clear formula that accounts for inflation. Okay, and city growth from state finance commission subsists to regularly to recommend and implement transfers on time. Okay, diversity funding. Okay, explore municipal bonds, innovative financing for capital investment, more resources for large scale infrastructure projects to overcome fiscal constraints, access to climate finance for sustainable urban plan, focus on green infrastructure and renewable energy, transparent financial management, implement National Municipal Accounting Manual (NMAM) 2004 standardized accounting practices. Okay, city government should mandate compliance for training and link intergovernmental transfers to accounting standards. Human resources states should address issues like vacancies and lack of training institutions. For example, Madhya Pradesh has created a municipal cadre for to improve staffing and skill development. Non-governmental organizations (NGOs) why the Ministry of Home Affairs (MHA) has structured all non-governmental organizations (NGOs) registered under the Foreign Contribution Regulations Act of FCRA 2010 to report any changes in their key office bearers and members. Tomorrow, there is this requirement still applies even if an NGO spread FCRA license application is still pending. NGOs may submit a new application which will automatically request the previous registration support. Several NGOs have been cancelled in the past years for violation under the Act, raising questions over their functioning. Okay, what are the NGOs and how are they regulated in India? Okay, non-governmental organizations, non-profit organizations, group of institutions that operate independently from the government and as humanitarian or development objectives. NGOs in India are formed under the Society registered under the Society Registration Act of 1960. Trust, private trusts are registered under the central government of Indian Trust Act. Public trusts are registered under the state legislation. Concerns capital companies registered as non-profit companies under Section 8 of the Companies Act of 2000. NGOs receiving foreign contributions and donation and need to mandatorily obtain prior permission for an FCR registration license from the Minister of Home Affairs (MHR) of the FCR 2010. Okay, constitutional related NGOs, trusts and charities, charitable institutions or under the concurrent list that is laws on the subject can be made by the both Parliament and the state legislatures. Foreign is the right to form associations or unions. Okay, Article 91 of C. Okay, some schedule. Okay. Regulations of NGOs under the Foreign Contribution Regulations Act of FCRA 2010. Okay, it regulates influx of foreign contributions or funds given to individuals, associations, or companies, including NGOs. The Act restricts the use of foreign funding for purposes that may affect nations' sovereignty, integrity, security, strategic, scientific, or economic interests, public interests, etc., or may lead to the incitement of an effects or endanger the life of any person. It was amended in 2020 under the Foreign Contribution Regulations Act of 2020 with the following key changes to prevent misuse of funds by foreign NGOs. Okay, mandated receiving foreign contribution through as specified by it is designated FCRA account prohibited the transfer of foreign contributions to other person. Reduces hearing on foreign contributions being used on for administrative expenditure from 50% to 20% boards and government to direct persons receiving foreign funding to do not utilize it for receive any further funding after conducting a summary inquiry. Require other numbers as identification document for office various directors and key functionaries. Okay, roles and responsibilities of governance, strengthening of democracy and governance, exam association for democratic reforms area works in the area of electoral and political reforms. Their public interest litigation to be resulted the Supreme Court of India directed candidates to disclose their criminal educational qualification and financial assets during elections. Supplementing government efforts, example Akshaya Patra Foundation, Humulus Peer Portion Initiative to solve multi-nutrition social improvement, Narcos Protecting Human Rights, example Bachiban Bachao Andolan founded by the Naval Base Price Lover at Kailash Satyavi, protecting children from the exploitation. One number of examples have a self-employed association that supports one workers in the informal sector through training, financial services, and legal aid. Okay, next we have the representative from Marvel System and NAS Foundation supports people living in HIV or AIDS, PLSU, and LGBTQIA community. NAS Foundation is it eligible even let's discrimination homosexuality in India. Okay, over elevation example NGO which human resource development education and capacity building example Pratham NGO works for quality education for underprivileged children and in the improving health example medicines like Sans Frontiers MSM runs programs in India for tuberculosis, TB, HIV and other infectious diseases and other research and development example Oxfam preserving heritage example in the National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage in Test. Okay, environmental advocacy example Value Trust for India. Step second by the government of India to promote NGOs and provisions of fund. Central government provides under the funds to the state governments or UTs or administration for prevention welfare schemes for women and children such as Swadhar, Ujjwala, etc. through NGOs. Schemes of Ministry of Culture, various schemes like cultural functions and production of grant, CFPG, financial assistance to cultural organization with the national presence, etc. aim to maximize participation in the field of promotion and conservation of art and culture. NGO with urban It provides a unique ID to an NGO registered in the NGO Darpan portal. The challenges issues related to NGOs function challenge potential donors driven agendas misaligned with the local context. Okay, example several NGOs allegedly played a central role in introducing sex determination technologies to India. Okay, faced service severe products due to international NGO security concerns regarding the misuse of funds for terrorism, radicalization, and regulatory and real challenges. Strict FCR regulations impacting operational capabilities, especially for small NGOs. Okay, potential financial mismanagement such as involvement in financial frauds, misuse of funds, corrupt practices, money laundering, etc. Operational issues, high awareness on donors, poor volunteer engagement, technological limitations of NGOs, etc. Okay, recommendations for improvement. Okay, recommendations of Vijay Kumar Committee 2017 like a light regulation approach framework that balances oversight with operational freedom for NGOs, reducing bureaucratic hurdles and fostering a cooperative relationship with the government. Modernized procedures to facilitate compliance with the Income Tax Act and the Foreign Contribution Regulations Act of FCRA. Establishment of an audit body to oversee interactions between NGOs and the government entities. Okay, creation of comprehensive accreditations and audit framework for NGOs. Develop searchable database of NGOs to enhance transparency, promote volunteerism through education institutions partnership. Okay, second, ARC recommendations, decentralized FCR implementation, ensure balanced legislative interpretation, protecting voluntary sector operation. Governance and AI. Okay, the news. India's first AI data bank to boost innovations by offering researchers, startups, and developers access to diverse data set for scalable AI solutions was launched recently. More on the data bank will strengthen national security by enabling real-time analysis of satellite, drone, and IoT data for AI-driven disaster management and cybersecurity. Additionally, India's national AI strategy promotes innovation, ethical governance, and global collaboration with the partnership to advance AI in healthcare, agriculture, smart cities, and space exploration. India has established itself as a global leader in technology-driven governance and digital public infrastructure DPI and fast VDPR. Digital public infrastructure DPI drives digital transformation and improves public services, helping countries meet national goals and accelerate sustainable development goals. Okay, all these are crucial components for overall governance architecture and its linkage with AI in India. Potential of AI to transform governance in India: efficient service delivery. AI automates public services, reducing government workload and improving service quality. For example, education. AI can transform India's education system by enabling personalized learning, created smart content, and automated record grading and assessment. For example, NCERT is listed as set of 31 meta elements to be tagged to each resources available in each NROR National Repository of Open Education Resources. Okay, repository. Healthcare or AI is transforming healthcare by improving delivery and accessibility, particularly through telemedicine in remote areas. For example, India Aayog with the Department of Biotechnology (DBT) aims to build a database of cancer-related riddles and pathology image for effective use of AI in cancer management. Okay, agriculture or AI provides predictive insights for weather, okay, pest management, and resources use benefits farmers. Okay, for example, National Pest Surveillance system utilizes AI and machine learning to detect drop issues, enabling timely intervention for healthier crops. Okay, inclusivity and accessibility. AI-powered DBA systems bridge gaps, particularly in multilingual country like India. For example, Bashini platform uses AI to provide government services in regional languages. Data-driven policy making. AI analyzes large data sets and set for evidence-based policy making, improving transparency and policy effectiveness. For example, Indian urban and exchange uses AI to optimize urban services like traffic management and waste disposal. Okay, next we have the judicial efficiency. AI improves judicial efficiency by automating case management, prioritizing cases, protecting outcomes, and streamlining legal research. For example, Vidik Anuvad software is an AI-based translation tool that bridges language gaps in legal procedure. Disaster management. AI-driven systems like the Rapid Action for Humanitarian Assistance app helps predict natural disasters and floods by providing early warnings and supporting evacuation, search, and rescue operations during emergencies. Initiatives to promote AI in the national strategy for AI. Okay, NCI and the IOX AI for all strategy focuses on AI in sectors like healthcare, agriculture, and education. India AI program. It is initiative promote AI innovation, skill development, and ethical practices. Digital Personal Data Protection Act of strengthen data privacy, addressing AI related concerns. Okay, global partnership on AI. GPA India collaborates globally to align AI strategies with the international standards. Skill development programs like Responsible AI for Youth and Future Skills expand AI education, especially Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities across. Okay, international partnership collaborations like the United States India AI initiative explore AI in sectors like healthcare and agriculture. Challenge in AI integration for governance. Fragmented data across government department. For example, the National Data Governance Framework Policy (NDGFP), which aims to standardize the management of non-personal and anonymized data for data-driven governance, has not been implemented. Infrastructure groups. Okay, gaps for internet storage and computing in rural areas, along with the lack of robust cloud infrastructure for AI created digitally. For example, as of 2023, 45% of the India's population still lacks internet access, according to a study by IMA Internet and Mobile Association of India. Regulatory frameworks. India lacks AI specific laws, unlike the European Union's AI Act, raising concerns about the ethics, data privacy, and accountability. Skill gaps of demand supply gap of 140,000 AI professionals in India, as reported by NASSCOM, limits growth. Data privacy privacy. AI reliance on sensitive data increases breach risk as seen in the other data leaks on the dark web affecting 81.5 crore Indians. Weak IP regime India ranks 42nd and 2084 IP index offering limited productions and incentivized for AI innovation. Okay, ethical biases AI system trained on a biased data can produce discriminatory outcomes, raising ethical concerns about fairness and accuracy. Way forward, risk management and ethical oversight. AI must be dynamically assessed and monitored with the human oversight to prevent biases and manage risk of data sovereignty and privacy. Ensure data privacy and compliance with the Digital Personal Data Protection Act, especially for cross-border data. With fairness, bias, fairness, and transparency. AI must be fair and with all its fairness metrics, diverse directions, and model cards for critical sector education and skill development. As initiatives like India AI future skills to provide AI education in underserved areas, public private collaboration. India AI compute capacity aims to build a scalable AI ecosystem with 10,000 plus GPUs to support AI startups and research. Cybersecurity and monitoring use AI for real-time threat detection for continuously refine AI policies. Okay, next we have the participatory AI development and governance. Participatory approaches in AI development and governance paper is why IIT Madras covered participatory AI PA get refers to the involvement of a wider range of stakeholders than just technology developers in the creation of AI system. Okay, core tenets of PAI are derived from the participatory governance box. Need progress in AI, its development and deployment by public and private actors like facial recognition technology, law enforcement, etc. Benefits of PAI counter unilateral top-down decision making, mitigate risk like a bias, discriminate output, etc. Feedback loops for applying technical glitches and post-deployment impacts assessment, enhance trustworthiness of AI systems through minimal false positives and false negatives. Challenge with AI co-optation or domination by select dominant actors to serve their vested interest. Limited participation of non-experts. Participatory watching as tokenism. Stakeholder participation merely done for formal compliance. Transparency paradox. Information shared about the algorithms can be misused by malicious actors. Okay, next we have the idea of participatory governance in India and abroad. Canal Acquisition Act of 2013, Social Impact Assessment study in collaboration with the affected families. Forest Rights Act of 2006, Gram Sabha as a statutory institution duty is participatory and democratic. Nagoya Protocol and access and benefits arising the use of traditional technology we shared with the indigenous community. Okay, next we have digitalization of land records by the New Zealand Minister of Rural Development recently notified that nearly 95% of the land records have been digitalized in rural India since 2016. More of the this achievement is due to the Digital India Land Records Modernization Program (DIL RRP). Additional digitalization of cadastral maps has reached 68.02% at the national level. Okay, also 87% of the sub-registered offices have been integrated with the land records. Okay, about Digital India Land Records Modernization Program (DIL RRP) launched in 2016 by the National Land Records Modernization Program Administration Sector Scheme under the Department of Land Resources, Ministry of Rural Development. It has been extended from 2022 to 25-26 with the addition of two commodities. For example, okay, computerization of all revenue codes in the country and their integration with the land records. Constant based linking of other number with records of rise ROR. Okay, aims to replace manual presumptive land title system with a digital consecutive land titling systems. Next, we have the key initiatives under the DIL RRP. Okay, Bru Aadhaar unique land parcel identification number will pin a 14-digit alphanumeric code of each land parcel to streamline real estate transactions, resolve property disputes, and improve disaster management efforts. Okay, National Generic Document Registration System (NGDRS) registration ensuring uniform process for document registration. E-code integration linking land records with e-codes, adding faster regulation subscription and reducing land disputes. Translation of land records translation into 22 scheduled languages to overcome language barriers in accessing land records. Bhumi Samman Awards, platinum grade and 4 districts achieving a saturation of core components of DIL RRP. Need for digitalization of land records, socio-economic relevance, access to land and this document ownership is vital for livelihood of the majority of the vulnerable sections, poor marginal farmers, tribes, etc. Land ownership dispute, lack of conclusive title, illegal land acquisition through 4G and Benami property have led to increased land ownership disputes. More than 60% of the litigation in India is land related. Inclusive land title systems land records discriminate actual ownership. The title is granted by the government initiation administrative process. The system of updating and correcting land records is very complex, elaborate, and tedious, which can lead to the corruption like land grabbing, etc. Outdated mapping, lack of updated records has resulted in records not being representative of the present ground realities relating to the possession and ownership. Target public service delivery exclusion errors in rural development schemes linked with the land ownership due to the lack of effective land titling into the social justice objective. Example, through the PM Kisan scheme, the government provides income support to all landholding farmers families. Okay, strengthen a revenue administration acts and land based financing from a form a major source of revenue for local governments. Infrastructure development, land disputes, and unclear titling lead to cost delays and inefficiency in infrastructure development and encourages black market of land transactions. Okay, next we have the challenge in the digitalization of land, like presumptive and titling, or the transfer of a land based on Transfer of Property Act of 1982 requires registration of sales deeds and not of land titles. Okay, Thus, bona fide property transactions may not always guarantee ownership as earlier transactions could be challenged. Center state condition land being a state subject registration of land records depends on the willingness of the state governments can center state cooperation, lack of coordination and standardization among states in terms of land laws, policies, and systems also hinder digitalization. Serious approach of departments land ownership is established through multiple documents maintained by the different departments, making it cumbersome to access them. Example, say leases are stored in the registration department, and maps are stored in the survey department, and property tax receipts are within the revenue department. Legal provisions related to registration are non-mandatory registrations for transactions such as acquisition of land by the government or property leased for less than 1 year and heirship partition under the registration act or leading to increased litigation, high cost of registration, high stamp duty and registration fees discourage formal registrations of property transactions leading to disruptions in reflection of ground realities of land records. Other legacy issues resistance to change, infrastructure gaps in certain regions, procedural complexities, technological constraints, etc. Okay, next we have the conclusive land titling. Moving towards a system of conclusive land titling as state guarantee of ownership will aid in improving the transparency and accuracy of land records. Commonly active on conclusive land titling and closely by India can aid in accommodating state laws in this regard. Legal reforms, changes in the laws related to the registration of property such as registration of property titles, lively updating of existing record system, technological integration, improving efficiency of GIS technology for geo-referencing of cadastral maps, National Generic Document Registration System, NGDRS, etc. Training and awareness generation, training of personnel, and improving digital literacy and awareness of people for effective implementation of the scheme. Land reforms in the land reforms were emphasized in various 5-year plans as well as by the J.C. Kumarappa Committee 1940. Land reforms encompasses mainly 5 components: abolition of intermediate tenures, Zamindari. The Zamindari Abolition Acts were enacted in various states during 1950s and 1970s, which put an end to the big landlord tenant relationship. Under these reforms, the land was redistributed based on the idea of land to the tiller. Tenancy reform. The tenancy reform laws were enacted to bar illegal forced evictions of tenants by landlords and ensure fair and rich. However, due to the process of illegal exploitations of tenants continued. Example, the permanent tenancy system whereby a tenant could stay on the land for a long period but could not lay a claim on it. Okay, sealing of land holdings and distributions of surplus land. This land sealing acts enacted during the 1970s aimed at capping the land holding of an individual or family and redistributing in the surplus land to the landless of promoting more efficient agricultural practice. However, it is also limited success due to its legal loopholes, resistance from land elites, corruption, lack of political will, consolidations of holding limited, combining fragmented land into larger, more contiguous holdings to enable mechanization and more efficient framing practice. However, resistance from small farmers unwilling to give up their lands led to the limited success of the initiative, compilation, and updating of land records. Next, we have the persons with a disability. Rajiv Rautri versus Union of India versus others. The Supreme Court directed the Center to frame mandatory rules under the Rights of Persons with Disabilities RPWD Act 2016 to ensure accessibility in public relations services. Key highlights of judgment background. The judgment is based on a report submitted by the Center of Disability Studies and Alsar University of Law and called Social Model of Disability. Social Model of Disability focuses on social change for inclusion and equality of PWDs by removing social barriers, preventing their full participation. Legislative gap or declared Rule 15(1) of ultra virus wires to the RPWD Act called for a single and enforceable accessibility framework aligned with the acts of legislative enacted. Rule 15 deals with accessibility to the establishment mandatory accessibility standards. Section 40 of the RPWD Act 2016 requires mandatory accessibility standards to be framed within the 3 months. Principles of accessibility university design comprehensive inclusion across disabilities, integration of assistive technology, and continuous consultation with stakeholders should be considered while carrying out the exercise. Critical two-pronged approach ensuring accessibility in existing institutions or activities and transforming new infrastructure and future initiatives. Constitutional provisions for safeguarding interests of persons with disabilities framed. It seeks to secure all citizens' social justice, economic and political liberty through liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of standards and opportunity. Okay, that is fundamental rights. Article 14 upholds equal access to spaces, services and information. Article 19 guarantees the freedom of to move and express oneself. Article 21 ensures the right to live with dignity. Okay, right to principle state post. Article 41 calls for public assistance in case of unemployment, old age, sickness and disablement, etc. Next, we have the responsibilities of Panchayats and investments. Exams can relevance to social welfare and good welfare of handicapped and mentally retarded. And 26 of Article 22 43 okay, it tells cadets safeguarding interests of weaker sections including handicapped and mentally retarded. Entry 9 of the Article 243W. Okay, challenge faced by the persons with disability. Attitude of barriers, it includes stereotyping, stigma, prejudice and discrimination, hindering opportunities for social integration and perpetuating a cycle of exclusion and isolation. Social barriers, example, PWD are far less likely to be employed, educated, or have sufficient income, which prevents from enjoying their rights. Transportation areas inaccessibility within the built environment, transport systems, and communication channels severely interferes PWD to independently function as society world on disability. Physical barriers, these are structural obstacles mainly related to the design and construction of indoor and outdoor facilities that block mobility. Communication barriers experienced by people who have disabilities related to hearing, speaking, reading, writing, etc. Policy and programming barriers, example inconvenience, lack of accessible equipment, elements like effective delivery of public health care programs, initiatives taken for welfare of persons with disability, rights of persons with disabilities. RBWD Act of 2006 has been acted to give effect to the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, which defines person with disabilities a person with long-term physical, mental, intellectual, or sensory impairment with hinders, disorder, full and ineffective participation in social equality with others. Next, we have the it also defines person with visual disability is a person with not less than 40% of the specified disability. Recognition of disabilities, it recognizes 21 categories of disabilities, prohibits of discrimination against persons with disabilities in all aspects of life, including employment, education, and healthcare. Establishment of sanitary boards, rehabilitation council in the ASIA Constitution of the RTI Act 1992, it regulates the training of the professional and promotes research. National Trust for the Welfare of Persons with Autism, Cerebral Palsy, Mental Retardation, and multiple disabilities to empower the full participation of the PWD to live independently with dignity, equal rights, and opportunities. Establishment of central public sector enterprise, national Vega finance and development and cooperation. It promotes economic empowerment through skill training and self-employment ventures by extending loans, artificial limbs, manufacturing, cooperation of the Alimco. Alimco is a mini Ratna company formed under the Section B of the area of the Companies Act of 2013. The manufactures artificial aids and appliances accessible India Camera Sugami Bharat Abhiyan. It aims to accelerate accessibility criteria, manage and stations for creation a universal barrier-free environment. Focus on developing an accessible physical environment, border special system, and information and communication system. National policy for persons with disability to enterprise specific measures and strategies for ensuring protection of the rights of PWDs and their inclusion in society. Steps to take and enable access to all mainstream policy systems and services. All stakeholders should ensure equal participation of the PWDs equally with others in any activity and services intended for the general public. Next we have invest in specific programs and services for people with disabilities. Greater investments is needed for rehabilitation, support services, training, etc. Example, rehabilitation with assistive technologies such as wheelchairs, hearing aids, and white canes improves the functioning, and independence of PWDs. Participatory approach. People with disabilities should be consulted with actively involved in formulating and implementing policies, laws, and services. Anything about us without us principles should be followed to ensure active inclusivity. Next, we have the improve the human resource capacity. Relevant training on disability which incorporates human rights principles should be integrated in the current curricula and accreditation program. Example, evaluate specialty staff, contribute to effective and affordable healthcare for people with disabilities, provide adequate funding and improve affordability. Adequate and sustainable funding for publicly provided services is needed to ensure that they reach all targeted beneficiaries. Increase public awareness and understanding of disability. Improvement in public understanding of disability to confer negative perceptions and represents disability fairly can break the attitudinal and social barriers. Next we have the improved disability data collection. Better collections of data and its segregation based on ego, sex, and socio-economic status can help in better understanding of barriers. Next we have the New Census Grievance Redressal Assessment Index (GRAI). Recently, Grievance Redressal Assessment Index (GRAI) 2023 has been released by the ARPG. About GRAI, conceptual by Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Governance (DRPG) based on the recommendation of Parliamentary Standing Committee of Ministry of Personal Public Governance and Pensions Index based in 4 dimensions: efficiency, feedback, domain, and organizational commitment, and 11 indicators assessing grievance redressal of cancer out concerned ministries and departments. Next we have the objective highlighted strengthen the areas of improvement regarding grievance redressal of cancer for various organizations ranking Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare tablet with the ranking followed by the Department of Housing Group. Next we have the civil registration of system GRS. Recently, Union Minister, Home Minister launched civil registration of CRS to mobile application developed by the Registrar General and Census Commission of India is expected to reduce the time required for these registrations. Civil Service CRS it is a unified system for continuous, mandatory, and permanent documentations of vital events, including births, deaths, and stillbirths, along with the associated details. The registration of births and deaths Act of 1969 mandates that all births and deaths must be officially registered. It operates under the authority of the Registrar General and Census Commissioner of India. Next we have the is included in the concurrent list of the same schedule. Prior sanction mandatory to prosecute public servants. Supreme Court ruled that prior sanctions is mandatory to prosecute public servants in money laundering cases, thus establishing a key procedure set for under the stringent Prevention of Money Laundering Act of PMLA and adding a layer of accountability to ALM prosecutions. Key highlights of the Directorate of Enforcement, that is versus Prabhu Bharasad Acharya case against the Supremacy of CRPC. The court assessed that the PMLA doesn't supersede the requirement of prior sanctions under Section 187 of the CRPC. Next, we have the provisions of response to Section 218 of the Bharatiya Nagaric Sureksha Samhita BNS scheme 2023, which has replaced with CRPC with effect from July 1, 2024. Section 187 of CRPC to protect the public servants from prosecutes and from being prosecuted for anything they do in the discharge of the duties. Exception protection is not qualified, unqualified, and public servants can be prosecuted with a previous sanction from the appropriate government. Next we have the provision towards the protection of civil servants. Protocol 31, 311 of 1 and 311 to the constitutional protection of civil servants. The Public Servants Inquiries Act of 1850 ensures inquiries are conducted on fairly, transparent, upholding principles of national justice within the public administration. About comprehensive law to prevent money laundering and to provide for confiscation of property derived from money laundering. Implementation of Authority Enforcement Directorate (ED) and Financial Intelligence Unit India (FFI) in the money laundering. The PMLA defines money laundering as activities like concealing, possessing for acquiring, process the process of crime to make illegally earned money appear legitimate.